I've been waiting. So, quick funny story. I was on the air with, I told you this story earlier. On Sunday evenings, I always host with Susan Graver, and I was presenting this shirt, and I turned to Susan to say something, and I immediately noticed that she did this. She did that eyes going down to my necklace, and she goes, who makes that? This happened live on air. She goes, who makes that necklace? I'm like, Susan, talking about your shirt. And she goes, yeah, I know, but who makes it? And I said, it's coming up on Tuesday, third person, right? And the camera did exactly what's happening right now, zoomed in on it, and I had that pang of guilt because I'm like, oh God, people are gonna search for it and it's not there yet. It's here now. It's the emerald cut rose necklace on a stunning Singapore chain. I applaud Laura for doing that instead of, just put it on a whatever chain. From bail to bottom, this should be a feast for the eyes, and it is. Elegance, beauty, symmetry, and then it comes down to this botanical explosion of leaves and florals, and thank you for that tight shot of the chain. That was not an inexpensive thing to add. Okay, so you are going to choose between, and these will sound familiar because the earrings we just showed you are available in the same choices. And you better believe I'm gonna pause and give you carat weights on each of these. So the first is the Swiss Blue Topaz, a single stone that is 8.8 carats. Next, and the one that had Susan asking me, where did I get that? White topaz, 9.2 carats. Amethyst is 6.8 carats. Again, they're all the same size. The carat weights are different for stones. And then lemon quartz, we have a favorite here. 3 dozen left in the lemon quartz, 7.4 carats. And you can adjust this necklace, so we'll talk about that. It has a 2-inch extender, 18 inches long, and then it turns into 20. All right. Let's talk about my pick of the show, which apparently is Susan Graver's pick of the show too.
It's such a special necklace.
Yes, it is. Where do you want to start? The flowers, the stone, the chain?
Let's start working down the chain because
okay.
the Singapore chain is such a perfect addition. You know, it has the interlocking links. It gives you that sparkle, but it's wearable. You know, it's hardy enough that's not going to get caught in your hair. If you put it down on the table, it's not going to get tangled.
Thank you.
And then if you look at the extender on the back, I just want to pop it here. You have the rosebud at the first point of extension, and then you have at the bottom the blooming of the rose.
Look at that.
So it's taking you through the whole design from front to the very tip of it. The lobster is that oversized lobster shaped like a leaf. So no matter how you're gonna wear it and while you put it on, you're gonna appreciate all sections of it. And then, of course, you're coming down to that perfectly weighted front of it. And I love that we're both wearing it because no matter where you wear it, it sits nicely. Sometimes you'll have a section on, especially if it's horizontal on a necklace, and it just cuts off. Yeah. Whereas because the chain and because it's substantial, it leads you right into those carved leaves, those rosebuds, which then gives you that blooming rose in the center.
That stone is.
And that's just on the top of the stone, right? To take an emerald cut stone in these colors at this size, we have to work with larger rough. We need the cleanest rough so you can, like, it's perfection. You can see the cuts, you can see the elongated facets, and you still get that saturated color all the way through.
Come on in, let's get close shots of each of these stones, and you can kind of choose your favorite. So we start with the Swiss Blue Topaz. That Swiss blue, deeper than the sky blue. Almost electric.
Yeah, it's vibrant. It's like it's a real. It feels like you're plugging in.
Yes,
blue,
it does.
You know? It's so gorgeous. If you do not own Swiss Blue, like this is a really opportunity to own something in this carat weight and that clarity and color.
I just can't explain why I'm so in love. Maybe it's that light refraction, right? The way in the clear topaz, you know, it's right there with diamond. The way it takes that light and just pops it right back to you.
Well, you can really appreciate all the facets there. You know, you can see the clean material and the color play, or the light play off those facets, and having that with the reflective silver, but with that slight oxidation gives it personality too. You know, you have that whole story that is seamless and connects.
I might make a jumbled mess of this, but I want to pull one of these out just so you can really appreciate the silver work up top. Here's the amethyst. Here, I'll do that. Thank you. I'll use the bus phone, but I'm just going to drop this one in so that you have a dark background on it. Thank you, Laura. So there is the amethyst. because I wanted to separate out this. Again, you have the bud and the bloom in there. Look for the clues.
The whole story, the whole journey. It's not that perfect moment. We all have those perfect moments and they're wonderful, but it really is that journey that gets you there that is your life.
That's true. I've actually done a lot of reading about that, how we're addicted to those big moments, the big highs, like, oh, can't wait until XYZ. And then before you know it, you're on your deathbed and, you know, when's the next big moment? It's all about the little moments. It's all about the struggles too. And I know it's hard in the moment because you're struggling, right? But in the end, that's what makes your life, it's life. Okay, so this is the one that everybody seems to be scooping up. And I get it, for Gem Day itself, it's a bit of a rarity. Why lemon quartz? Why did we choose that one?
So like, I kind of love that you guys are picking this one because it is a special color of lemon we brought. It's called green gold in the market, and it has more, just more. You know, and I think that's what it is, you know, seeing something that's truly unique in the color palette, vibrant. It is, you can wear with everything. Like, I almost put it with a blue dress today. Like, it's something that you are going to reach to, especially in casual clothes. Like, I think there's something so nice when you're dressed down and you have some great substantial jewelry on that bridges that gap, that push and pull, you know.
And I wanted to kind of elevate it above that dark background so that you could see just how juicy that green gold still is. And then, of course, got to give some love to the leaves that sweep around the bale. There was nothing about this that looks like it was just stamped out or bought in bulk, right? Like if you were, you know, making jewelry and you go, okay, we have these great stones, we buy this bale or this necklace in bulk and we put the two together and then call that a design, right? Technically it's true, but it's really boring. And, and this is not what you're tuning in today to see, the really boring. You're tuning in to see the, oh my gosh. I mean, if it can make someone on national television selling her products stop in the middle of a sentence and risk losing, you know, viewer interest to talk about something that she can't get her eyes off of. I mean, to me, that says it right there. And my own fiance is like, where's that necklace from? I mean, you know, I mean, he's a great guy, but he's not exactly a jewelry expert, but he's noticing this and going, wow, that's amazing, right? So this is the eye-catching piece. It's the amazing gift. It's kind of the reason I think a lot of you tune in today. I read your comments and I see where people go, you know, oh, gems aren't my thing, so I'm gonna, you know, I'll see you tomorrow. And I totally get that. And then there are some who go, oh, I just love having it on in the background and looking and going, oh, look at that piece. Like it's almost like you, if you're like me, you wait for the jewelry to find you. And when it finds you and grabs you, you gotta have it.
I love that. It's all about discovery. And that's really the goal with the brand, is to give you something you're not looking for. You know, a new perspective, a new story, using gems in a new way, while delivering the best quality. You know, you want those classic cuts, you want those perfectly calibrated stones, but with personality.
See, you weren't sure. You did a great job. Come on now. Laura, the show is over. I can't thank you enough. Congrats on your launch here with Third Person. Check out the whole line at QVC.com if you missed anything. It's all right there. In fact, on a grander scale, you can search Gem Day, and that will pull up the entire event. Remember, all sale prices expire at midnight. Courtney has an hour of FE Gemstones. I bet our today's special values in there.